Hi! Welcome to my Tuesday evening card making tutorial where we have our first guest checking in, Miss Patricia from Georgia. Hello! So I'm going to be demonstrating a winter birthday card idea with you. We need those winter birthday cards, and especially I feel for December. I've had a lot of people in my life that they have had a birthday in or do in December, and a lot of times they feel cheated because sometimes people want to double up and make the Christmas card, just write happy birthday in it, or so it's just really nice if we can make it extra special for them by concentrating on them with a specific card. And the card I'm going to show you, of course, it'll work for January and February as well. So let me introduce myself. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. And so this evening, we'll be using the Winter Owls bundle. And after I demonstrate that, stick around because I'm going to show you, my order just came today, my pre-order from the January through April 2023 mini catalog. I showed you what I got earlier because I was able to order some stuff earlier. So I'm not going to show that again. I can give you a link for that, but I'll show you the new stuff I got, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. Here is the Winter Owls bundle. This is from the September through December 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. Or how about we just call it a holiday catalog? This is retiring, okay? So both, so the bundle discount, you'll save 10% when you order the two together using the special bundle item number. But it's not just the bundle that's going away. Both are retiring and available now in my online store only while supplies last. And the card I'm going to demonstrate for you, actually, it was in the back of the catalog, and it's what sold me on this bundle. And of course, I liked having something that worked well for men as well, because that can be a little tough to get. And so we need to do some stamping before we do our die cuttings. Let me set this aside. And what I have here is some basic white cardstock. Whenever using white cardstock for your stamping, you absolutely want to use the basic white cardstock because it has a smooth, tight finish to give you crisp, clean images. And my goodness, that's what we want when we're stamping. And so we'll start with the Pebbled Path Classic Stampin' Pad. This is one of the 2023-2025 in colors and becoming a real favorite. It's such a staple. All right, so we'll open that and slide that in. Let me grab, I'm going to be using a couple of the owls, and we've got this nice big one. But he is so big, but the pad's even bigger, so I can take the ink pad right to it. And on this piece, we'll be able to stamp everything. We'll be die cutting. So press straight up and down. So it's an unmounted stamp set. I put it on one of the clear mount blocks and that I can use over and over and over. All right, and then we have another owl. And he'll fit right in here just beautifully. So straight up and down. And then we want a moon. So I don't want this quite as strong. So we will ink it. I've got a piece of scrap paper here, lightly stamp on it. That technique is called stamping off, and then stamp again. So it's in the same color, just a shade or two lighter. A really cool thing to be able to, to get more than one color out of an ink pad. And if I really want it to be light, I could have stamped it yet again. So I'm going to pull on this lip and click. Okay, so we've got some die cutting to do, but all the stamping we need to do is done. So I need to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is right here. Okay. What an awesome tool this is. All right, let's get that centered in there. Oh, we are doing so well. So now we need to do what is called a sandwich. Oh my goodness, I forgot to tell you. All right, so please comment. Tell me what's going on because I'm going to have a drawing for everyone who comments during the live video. And of course I forgot the name. How cute is this? Let me move this aside. This is a sneak peek from the January through April 2024 mini catalog. So I will send whoever wins my drawing, and because it's Stampin' Up! Product, it will need to be someone from the United States, a couple of these to put together, these square pillow boxes. I remembered the name. And if I'm wrong, please leave a comment. And hey, that'll also get you into the drawing. Okay, so we need to build what's called a sandwich, and we'll start with a plate number 1. What we're doing is building up the appropriate thickness. So, you know, if it's not thick enough, it'll go through without cutting. And if it's too thick, well, it just won't go through at all. And you could probably, you'd have to work really hard at it, but you could jam it up. All right, and then we need a plate number 2 because we're using the thin metal dies. And all this is printed on here. All right, and then we need a plate number 3, a cutting plate because we need something to cut into. All right, so here is our cardstock, and then the coordinating owl dies. Let me back this up. Good, you can still see me. And what I have here is some adhesive for die cutting to hold these in place. And actually, I even reuse it. I just stuck it on the side of the machine. So I need to center this around it. And whenever I need to center something, I want to hold it in place around a stamped image. And you could use a Post-it note, washi tape. All right, and so let's grab this other die. And if he's too close, we'll just have to back up and do it again. But, oh, it's looking, no, I think that's too close. Yep, so we'll have to do another one. But there is one also for the moon, and that's far enough away. And here we go. Uh-oh, oh. Okay. Okay. I think he's good. And so then we need another plate number 3 and set it on there. Now let's crank this through and see what we get. Hey. And gorgeous. Isn't he gorgeous in flight? I can take this off. I won't need that again. And aha, our fantastic moon. So you know what? This will work out because we can do that and some of the others at the same time. I think most of that stickiness is gone, so it'll be time for a new piece. All right, and the coordinating die and a piece of the tape. But even though this is supposed to be for die cutting, I still want to take away some of the stickiness. Okay, it says, oh, Lynn. Hi, Miss Lynn. Oh, so good to see you here. All right. And center this around and we'll secure it. Okay. And then I have some Pebbled Path cardstock here. Pebbled Path ink, Pebbled Path cardstock. And these 2 branches will fit on here oh so beautifully. And again, this I don't need to secure. I just need to make sure it stays on here. And let's not tempt it so much going side to side. You know, from the edge to edge on that. Okay, place plate number 3 on. And go ahead and crank this through. Boy, I can't imagine what I'd do without my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. What a game changer. I've been, well, a demonstrator for 22 years, almost 23, but and a stamper before that. And what a game changer, huh, when that was introduced. All right, let's gently peel this off because it's a nice fresh piece. Fantastic. And under the video, I have a link to my Amazon store. Oh, fantastic. And this tape is pictured in there, or it's listed in there, along with some of my other favorite non-Stampin' Up! Products. Okay, let me put this down. And it didn't just pop right out, so we'll just, with my paper snips, got that little poke out hole. Doesn't that look fantastic? So actually, I need 2 of each of these to build the tree. We'll just quickly do this again. And, oh, how cute. I don't know who you are, but you are now my favorite. It just says, oh, you started when you're 5? Well, exactly. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that's still Miss Lynn or not because it's not showing a name. In Facebook groups, you have to go to, there's instructions, watching it on there, of how to go and give StreamYard, the service I use, permission so that your name will come up. All right, so let's just do this one more time. So yes, I'm almost 29. Okay, it is still Miss Lynn. Okay, fantastic. All right, and so that is all of our die cutting. Cool, cool, cool. Let me set this aside. There we go. So, and I had these die cut in case it didn't come out as well as I liked, but hey, pretty impressed. I guess I could stand up. I just never do. Could stand up. Okay, so let's poke these out since they didn't just pop out for me. All right. Well, while I'm sitting here doing this, do you know what? We have free shipping coming, but it's Thursday. Okay, so Thursday, December 14th. And that's awful cool. So it's on orders of $75 or more here in the US. And you can do that at my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Somebody said tomorrow. Yeah, not tomorrow. Thursday, December 14th. Oh, so excited. Yeah, someone says, yep, that she put in a big order on Monday. Yeah, well, you know, it happens and we didn't know. But I'm thinking, there's some other things I'd like to have still. I mean, I placed a really nice order from that Spring Mini, you know, because demos can do that. And, but, all right, so we're going to do some embossing. We did some embossing last week, and I have back here again the Embossing Editions Toolkit. Fabulous, fabulous tool. All right, I don't need it for this piece, but I will for our greeting. So this is an embossing buddy, and what's really cool about the embossing buddy, the embossing powder sticks to, typically, not always, but typically, the Versamark ink. And you know, it's a pigment ink, and it stays wet longer, but it also sticks to the oil in our skin. And so by rubbing an embossing buddy over it first, it eliminates that. So we'll do that in a minute. But these were frosted, which is really stinking cool. Or, well, you know, in the Christmas tree, you'd say flocked, but some snow got on these. Okay. There we go. So what we're going to do is very imprecisely take my Versamark pad and just go along the edge. Like I said, very imprecisely. I don't want to cover the whole thing. You know, just like on a Christmas tree, I prefer if we can see some of the green. So, you know, if I wanted these to be white, we would have done it white, right? We don't want white because they're not totally covered, just some snow that stuck to the branches. And this is where those tweezers really come in handy that come with this. I was showing them to you last week, but the piece I had was big enough I didn't need them. Wow, do you need them for this? Okay, so I see, I don't think I see any on here. Sometimes I wish it was audible that, I could hear you. I can read your comments, but audible goes, Shelley, no, or yes. There we go. So, and that's not necessarily terribly heavy what I did. We'll use this again in a minute. And like with my tuxedo black, when I store this, I store it upside down because that keeps the ink to the top of the pad. With the Stampin' Up! Ink pads, I don't know if you've noticed this, but see, they store themselves up top, upside down, and it keeps them very nice and juicy. So store your non-Stampin' Up! Pads upside down. All right, so now what I have is some white embossing powder from the Basics embossing powder, and we're going to sprinkle some on and see where it sticks. Oh, how cool is that? Very nice. Okay. Very cool. Let's do that. And then once powder's in there, I don't need to keep taking it out of the jar. I mean, you could. There's just that much more I'll have to put back in. Okay, well, that one's heavier than the others, but I still have some other, and you know what? And I have the ability to just wipe some off. Okay. Let's get these other two. Oh, it was so much fun going through my new products, the DSP, seeing it in person. So I can't wait to show you all that. Yeah, so imperfect, but that's exactly how it would look. And a little bit more. There we go. And this one, not as much, but I'm okay with that. Unless I just, there we go, knocked it all off. So with these awesome tweezers, here's what we're going to do. So they're metal here, but the tip is plastic so they're nice and sturdy, but the heat won't go up to my hand because, that would it would totally defeat the purpose. All right, let's do this. Let me see what the comment, I've got a comment here. Can embossing powder go bad? I have never seen that happen. I've had embossing powder for years and years and years. But I can't speak for others. I use Stampin' Up! And Stampin' Up! Products, they're just high quality. No two ways about it. So we're going to use a heat tool. Awesome tool. There are two settings. The first one is for drying your ink. The second one, there goes a stamp, is for melting the embossing powder. All right. And so I just hold it in place until I see it melt. This is going pretty quickly. And so once you see that it's melted, go ahead and move on because you can overheat it. All right, let's set this down. My cord is, let's grab this one that blew away. Fantastic. And so this tray that I, sprinkled that embossing powder, well, it has that on the end. It's a funnel and a brush come with it, so I can just brush it right back into my jar. And a jar of embossing powder will last a long time. Okay, that's melted. Can you see how cool this is? Isn't that awesome? Right. And let's grab another one. So I've made some progress on my Christmas cards. I have quite a few made. My goal is, I hope I can tell you next Tuesday I made it, to have them done Saturday. Would love to know that's done and they have plenty of time to get to people. Some of you last week shared with me that yours were almost done or done. And it inspired me so much. Okay. And one more. Please. Okay. I'm not that talented. I've got to let go. Fantastic. I did, though, make Christmas cards for a friend, and those are done. Isn't it funny that we prioritize other people? But that's okay. It was one of those things off my list. Like, okay, one less thing to think about. That's good. Boy, you know what's nice about these? These are reverse tweezers. I squeeze to get it to grasp something, but I don't have to keep squeezing to hold it. So really good for anyone who has arthritis. You don't have to keep that hold on there. I don't need to worry about my mat. It's a silicone mat. I picked that up on Amazon too, and you'll find that in my Amazon store, that link. Okay, so that is done. And while we've got the embossing powder out, why don't we go ahead and do our greeting? And we've already run the embossing buddy over it. And now I need that Versamark again. And oh, I think that's the stamp that hit the floor. Excuse me. Of course it was. There we go. And it's sending love. And that's one of them in here. Warm wishes would be great too for, I'm going to stick with the sending love. It's nice and bold, and that's how I designed it. But yeah, that warm wishes would fit on this very, very well too. Okay, so this is not photopolymer, so I can't see exactly where I'm stamping. So we'll just see how well this comes out. Yeah, not so great. Well, not horrible, but we're going to try one more time. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay. Oh, yeah, much better. Let's go ahead and put this aside. And we could go ahead even right now. See what I'm saying? You push and that opens up, and then it clasps. And come in here and pick up some of this powder. Does anyone else work out of their tray instead of keep? My classes, people kept wanting poured out of there, which is fine. It's just there's no need. All right. And so we'll go ahead and heat this too. Get it melted. Y'all are quiet tonight. Those square pillow boxes are adorable. They went together real easily. The adhesive is already on them. Just so convenient. Boy, I don't miss those days. Used to use, do you remember the sticky strip? And you'd peel it off and it would cling to you, that static cling, the peel off part. Really, really like the tear adhesive, but I really appreciate even more that the adhesive is on there for us. Okay, so that is all of our embossing. Let me set this aside. I don't need to funnel that back in for you. That's how we would do that. But all right, so we have a wonderful product called adhesive sheets. I could have made self-adhesive die cuts out of these, but I was embossing. And so powder would have been all over them, and that would have made a mess. And I don't know what would have happened when I actually heated them. So I'm going to use instead the multi-purpose liquid glue. This is fantastic for things like this. And so there are two tips, that brush side. I'm going to go ahead and here we go. Whoops. All right. I don't normally hold it up in the air. I was trying to hold it up to the camera. So how about we do like I normally do? Outline these and set it aside to let it dry. It'll go from white to translucent. And what's so great about that is it's then repositionable, but it still has a good hold. But even more important for me is I don't have liquid glue squirting out all over because it's firmer. And that is a huge blessing. All right. really like having the silicone mat. Get adhesive on there. It's just going to wipe right off when it dries. So outline this, and one more. Yeah, I was going to say that's the back side. So yeah, very excited about free shipping. That was a big surprise yesterday afternoon. If you're on my mailing list, I sent out an email today letting you know about it so you could start preparing for it. There's that brush end if you have a big project. Cool, huh? Okay, so while this is in my hands, how about, and we're letting that dry, I've got my paper snips. If you don't have these, you want paper snips. These are fantastic little scissors. I'm just going to make that a little decorative by cutting at an angle. There we go. So all the stamping, nope, all the stamping isn't done. All the die cutting's done, most of the stamping. We have a little bit more to stamp. So this is one of the patterns from the Fresh as a Daisy 12 by 12 designer series paper from the annual catalog. And so included in here, look, we've got the little snowflakes are included in this. So with the Night of Navy, we'll add those all over. So we'll pick that up and push that in. Grab, and we will just stamp these all over. You know what? I still have that scrap piece of paper. Let's put that underneath me because I'd like to go off the edge. It looks seamless when everything isn't within. See, there we go. But let's make sure we rotate the stamp so we don't have just a whole bunch of the same thing over and over. Isn't that pretty on here, that Night of Navy on this? So it already has, you know, the color is already variegated. Oh, cute, cute, cute. And one more. There we go. Looking good. So our scrap piece of paper. Oh, Miss Patricia says this is such a pretty stamp set. I have been crazy about this, especially with this card I'm about to demonstrate, I'm demonstrating for you. I mean, I liked it, and then I got to the back of the book and saw that and went, wow. And enough that I've made several cards with it. I will show them to you too. All right, so this is boho blue cardstock, and see, told you, the daisies. And I have here somewhere, aha, my Stampin' seal. And I put my finger where it's a little opaque. And 1 inch in each corner works very well for me. If you want to use more, go for it. I can always sell you more. All right, so we'll center this on here. And then our moon, we'll put him on. All right, right about right here. Now, these are not dry yet. They're still white. Doesn't take terribly long, but we're ready to move on. So I have some done. And hopefully they come off the table easily, or we'll be chatting while we wait for them to dry. Hold on. See, I told you, all ready to go with more. I just never know how things are going. Oh, they're peeling up just fine. Okay, so it's the placement of this. Isn't that cool? The moon is behind the branch. Bring this down. And I like using my paper snips like this for placement. Okay, and then a second large one, or longer one. And come out over here. But keep them together because these are the branches, but it's creating the trunk. I didn't show you, look, see when I say translucent? Can you see it's just not white anymore, but the hold is fantastic. Okay, so we'll keep this on here. Very good hold. And isn't that a fabulous tree branch? Oh my gracious. Love it. So then we have our big owl. I'm not going to take adhesive out to the tips of his wings, and you'll see why in just a second, because he's coming in and he's going off the side. I like that a lot. So, we've got this rectangle and our moon and one of the branches a little bit off of it. I really like that. Oh, Miss Bonnie B. She's watching from a beautiful day. Oh, a beautiful day here in Indiana. Oh, fantastic. You're having a beautiful day. And then, in this card, how easy. We didn't have to color the owls. We just stamped them. All right. So that makes it quick and easy. And somewhere on my table are some Stampin' dimensionals. Oh, right here under my nose. These foam adhesive dots. Wow, do they just step things up. And a couple of those. That's just peeling right off so easily. And he's setting in the tree. I want to make sure he's setting up. He doesn't need to be tipping over. And then our final piece is, oh yes, Miss Bonnie says this is perfect for people who don't like to color. Yeah, I mean, we've got an outline image, but there's enough detail and fantastic. So our sending love, and we'll use a couple more dimensionals. And this is bulkier, so we want to get on each side of it. So we don't want dimensionals across the whole thing, or it'll be lopsided. Oh, well, that was just the backing. How about we get the rest of it? There we go. And then the sending love, and that's covering up a little bit where all that comes together. And this won't fit in an envelope. So what we're going to do is we'll turn this over. Again, with our handy dandy paper snips. I just love these. And so I have the edge of my cardstock, my card, to cut against. And nice and clean. Look how clean that is. Very nice. Okay, and so this time closed. So just follow that edge right here. And you'll have a beautiful straight cut for a handmade winter birthday card. Isn't that sharp? So you can see why I fell in love with this set. Like, oh my goodness. So remember, the winter owls, the stamp set, the dies, which also means the bundle, retiring and available now only while supplies last in my online store. And all the supplies to make this card are pictured in the video. I'm moving aside my branches. I'll be able to make another one. I've got all that stuff die cut. Okay, because I need to make room to show you the new products that I got today. So excited. Okay. So we'll start with the spring catalog stuff, and then I got some more Sale-a-Bration. All right. I've just got a nice big pile, and we'll just go through it. I can't tell you what I'm most excited about, but this is exciting. This is a brayer. There we go. And we've had brayers in the past, but this is silicone. Didn't have time to play with it today, but I think because it's silicone, I'm expecting to have really great coverage, even better than the rubber brayer that we had. And wait till you see what one of the things this is designed to go with. Okay, so these are on top. This is the last of the ribbon. I was able to show you all the other ribbons before, but this is Pretty Peacock. I don't remember the name. Oh, Pretty Peacock metallic ribbon, 3/8 inch. Isn't that, look at that. Oh, And all these accessories and designer series paper I'm showing you will be in my January through April 2024 Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog paper share and more. So the paper share is the designer papers, and the and more is all the designer papers plus a sampling of all of the new accessories. Look at these. Oh my goodness. Oh, petal pink and pretty peacock. Wonder if I can get that open. I don't know if it's, there we go. I've got glue on my hands. There we go. Oh, so much better, right? Instead of trying to look through that cellophane. And so in 2 colors, 2 sizes. And so now that I got the rest of my products, I can take my pictures for my share, and I'll get that posted and onto my Stamping Smiles blog. But also, if you're on my mailing list, I will send out an email and let people know they can reserve their share. Oh, these are pretty. Okay, with the name of these, Iridescent Foil Gems. Nice. Oh, Miss Bonnie. Aw, beautiful card. Oh, and Miss Lynn, I'm assuming. It's a great card. Love to take credit for it. I just showed you how to make what they did. But a lot of times it's really easy to miss those samples in the back. Okay, here we go. These are the opaque faceted gems. So we have 3 colors in 2 sizes. These are pretty cool, huh? The adhesive back lightning and stars. Okay. It's so much fun seeing the new stuff, isn't it? Okay, so in 3 colors, lightning and stars. The stars in 2 sizes and the lightning 1 size. And then we have the champagne iridescent dot. So no adhesive on these. But those are pretty. And we could secure them down. See, I told you I had glue on my hands. All right. And then you're like, ooh, before I even got them open, these are, and I forgot the name. Here, they'll be on here. The Sweet Thoughts, Memories and More card pack. But this right here, just so pretty. And so you get some die cuts. Very, very pretty. These cards, usually 2 of each, and they're double-sided. So you can do the scrapbooking with Memories and More, or use these to make cards. And then you've got all of these patterns. Oh, look at all these die cuts. So many reasons to smile. Like I said, these are all double-sided. All right. So it would take a good while to go through all of those. But, so this will be included in my share, and you get half a pack. I want you to have some of everything. But see how they coordinate with this. And so the size, let me show you. Grab one of these to layer with these. Very cool. So very, very quick way to make some cards that are unique. And these come in 2 different colors and sizes. And the envelopes are included. So the cards and envelopes, the Sweet Thoughts cards and envelopes. That'll be in my share. Okay, I'm going to start putting some stuff on the floor in these. Oh my gracious, talk about elegance, huh? So that gold foil in the laser cut envelope flap. Wow, wow, wow. Gold foiled flowers, cards, and envelopes. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. My goodness. Can anybody say wedding? Okay, so now the designer series paper. And this one is the Just Kidding 12 by 12. Oh my goodness. And so I've got the front, and the opposite together. So there we go. So if it folds over, complements really well. These kids are just adorable. And the faces are really good because, sometimes faces can be a little creepy. These are not in the slightest. And how refreshing. A kid in a wheelchair. That's just wonderful. Someone's going to feel so special. Look at all this. Hula hoop. Oh, I was really good at hula hooping. Wagon. Does this just bring you back to your childhood? And then look at this one. All of these different scenes. that you can put the children on. Very cool. So that would cut into different sizes for the cards. And more nap time and reading time and all right. And some of these backgrounds, very nice. These kids just crack me up. Oh, wow. I just pretty much opened and didn't look at them closely. I just opened them and flipped real fast. So we've got some flowers and hearts. More adorable, adorable children. Nice neutral background. All right, so that's the Just Kidding 12 by 12. And woo, talk about elegant. Here we have, oh, I didn't flip it over. Hold on. The Poetic Expressions 12 by 12. Wow, really liking this. That's very feminine. I don't know if you can see that little bit of pink in here. I'm guessing bubble bath. Ooh, and there, the pink. Oh, okay, they're on a chair. I'm like, wait a minute, I got some stamp sets too. Nice. Yeah. Pink. Pink good. Now this is blue and white. Oh, and a little bit of pink in here too. So subtle, so feminine. Texture. I really like these. You know, just looking in the catalog, you can't always tell, but a nice close-up like this. And of course, they're going to be even better in person. And that's what's really cool about my shares, because you get it and go, wow, really like that paper. Had no idea till I could see it myself. And then sometimes, to be honest, like, wow, I'm really glad I could see that up close, because that's enough. I don't, you don't order something you don't care for, but there's always a side that you can use. Okay, so this one, Forever Love 12 by 12. So we got the foil on one side and matte on the other. That foil's pretty cool. Okay. Nice, huh? All right, so let's do a little poll. Who actually uses their DSP and who hoards it? Like to know if we've got what the ratio is of hoarders and users of their gorgeous designer series papers. Some have been so pretty. You could frame them. Oh, look at that. Roses. Can you see that in the pattern? I don't want to freak out the camera. Okay, Miss Bonnie B says, I'll be honest, I hoard way too much. Yeah, you definitely want to order these and see them in person. I'm doing the best I can, but okay, that one's really showing off well. All right. And then we've got, oh, some rock and roll. I really like when we have black and white patterns. I think it's just so versatile. And, oh, it is called rock and roll, 12 by 12. Oh, Miss Patricia uses it. All right, so we're neck and neck. That is really sharp. There's something about black and white. I think it's very flexible. Of course, you could color it if you wanted. I don't know how well I'm showing those. I'm looking and forgetting to show you. There we go. This one's cool. Like that. That'll be record player and, oh, boombox. Oh, this will be really handy too. Just a little bit of, that speckling. It'll add a lot to a project. Oh, that's pretty sharp. That almost looks marbled. Not quite. I don't know how to describe that. Marble's the best that's coming to mind. Yeah, I really like things that are distressed. They did a really great job with this paper. With the name of it, the rock and roll, it'd be really easy to envision it was all instruments and things like that. But look at all these fantastic patterns. We're just going to want for a lot of different projects that have nothing to do with the bundle. Well, there we go. Okay, so let me show you. I got a couple more things. How cute is this? Oh, whoops. A cow punch that goes with the cutest cows stamp set. Holy cow! Milk it for all it's worth. I have a thing for puns. Oh my goodness. And so we'll be able to do the builder punch. And so these are not pictured at full size, obviously, because we'll be able to punch it out and the head and all of that. And we've got some chickens, just stinking cute. Oh, and then look, you've got faces if you want to just punch one, without stamping first to build one. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so, Miss Patricia says that rock and roll paper screams a teenage guy. And then I got the Organic Beauty. There's so much to pick from. I want so much. But, we've got 4 months to get it all, so I'll get more over time. But I started with, look at that. Besides what I already had, I showed you a whole bunch of others, that Enduring Beauty, and I used the stippled roses already. Beautiful. That is not full size. And then the dies go with it to die cut that whole image, and then some intricate, but we have, and this all comes together in the bundle. Oh, Miss Marcia says, love it. These decorative masks, the Enduring Beauty. And so you can order just the stamp set, just the dies, just the mask, but the bundle, of course, will be the 10% discount, but includes the masks. And they're numbered, and we'll be able to color the flowers one color, the leaves another, add detail to them. That's going to be so cool. So we'll be able to stack and do that in multiple colors. Oh, and then the centers. Forgot one. We've had masks before, and we still do, but this is the first time we've had them that coordinate color in a stamp set. And this isn't pictured actual size, because I was playing with it trying to line it up. Thought, what in the world? It's not pictured actual size. So that'll have to be another day. But oh, so cool. Oh, wow. So, we'll have a choice. We could stamp this and color it in with our Stampin' Blends or watercolor, whatever we want, or fill it all in with those masks and all that fabulous detail. That'll be, I think, quick and easy with the blending brushes. Okay, and then one more thing. Oh, it's off to my side right here. Stinking cool. And okay, so we've got the hybrid embossing folder, and that's it. There isn't a stamp set, but look, do you see the thank you? Can I put something behind there so you can read it better? Let's see. Nope, that's not helping. Okay, so we've got thank you, hello, celebrate, get well, you make me happy, love you, thinking of you, oh happy day, with sympathy, and then dies for all of those. So we'll be able to die cut, but we're not stamping first. This is a hybrid embossing folder. So as I peel this off, and look at all these extra images. We've got, oh my goodness, all these detail ones. Okay. There we go. And we'll, not doing it right now, but I'll just, the hybrid are so cool because the dies just fit right in here. And so you go on this side and you move it around and it just rather clicks into place to the point where, there, I don't know if you could hear that click, but see. And so we'll have the option to die cut and emboss the images at the same time. Bonnie B says, oh my goodness, I love these dies and words. Do they emboss? Yes, because I've got it in the embossing folder. So they'll die, cut, and emboss. But wait, there's more. That's where this new brayer comes in, the silicone brayer. We'll be able to ink, and you know what, I don't remember right now, probably the image. I don't know what we're inking right now, to be honest. We're going to ink something on here. Oh, I think the dies, and it makes more sense, but don't hold me to it. We're going to ink them, and then the image will have the color around them. Very cool, so they stand out. So you could just emboss. You can emboss and die cut, and you'll also be able to add ink to it and have outline images. Just the coolest thing. This should be at the top of your wish. Oh, I can't even pick, but so cool. Miss Marcia says, I need that. Yeah, and they're good size. Oh, so clever. Hey, look, it even fit right back on there. So that is my, oh no, we're not done. That's just the spring. I've got stuff from Sale-a-Bration. I got so excited about this, the hybrid, and what's the name of it again? The Thoughtful Moments hybrid embossing folder. Oh, okay, so we have a little bit more of the Sale-a-Bration stuff. And so Sale-a-Bration, if you don't know what I'm talking about, January and February 2024, for every 50 or 100, it depends on the product, that you order, you know, stuff from the Spring Mini, from the annual, online exclusive, Paper Pumpkin, you get to pick something absolutely for free. And here are some more choices. And this is the Pool Party, this beautiful crinkle ribbon, 5/8 inch. This is a free with 50 choice. Ooh. And then how cute is this Jungle Pals stamp set? These guys are adorable. And so this will be free with a 50. But are you ready for this? We've got the coordinating Jungle Pals dies. And so you'll be able to die cut, see all the open dies, all of the images, but then all these intricate dies to really build a cool scene. So this is free with 50. These are free with 100. So that means you can get both free with a $150 order. But you know what else is? Okay, so Sale-a-Bration is really awesome anyway, all these free products. But anytime you do a $150 order, and it can be all by yourself, it doesn't need to be part of a party or anything like that, you still get Stampin' rewards. That's free shopping dollars. So yay, splurge and have fun during Sale-a-Brations, the Jungle Pals. And then we've got the heartfelt hellos. These are good size. I was really pleased. They're going to really stand out. Free with 50. Oh, and I've got a couple more things to show you, so don't go away. And this, oh, this paper was just such a fun surprise. All right, so this is the Sunny Days. That doesn't look very sunny, but colors are awesome. Raindrops and clouds, but look, these patterns just keep getting better and better. Although I think this is adorable. Very soft. Got a couple things to show you yet. This really floats my boat. Can you see the centers are black? The leaves, the stems, and the centers are black. Woo! Black is just so elegant. The perfect neutral. All right. How cute are these strawberries? And some butterflies. Quite an eclectic group of paper, isn't it? Almost look like poppies. Colors are beautiful. Oh, I didn't catch that going through real quickly. Little tiny suns. And cherries always make me happy. Cute, cute, cute. And there. So that's nice. It almost looks like rain. Yeah, going sideways. Okay. This is going to be wildly popular. And the name of this is Most Adored 12 by 12 Specialty Paper, free with 50. And so was that other paper I just showed you, the Sunny Skies, I think. So foil on one side. Oh, look at that marbling. Very cool. Oh, marbling and foiling. There we go. Loose play. Oh, wow. This may be my favorite. Oh, and look how soft these hearts are. Very pretty. Those are gorgeous flowers. Ah, those are hearts. If you can see that. And look at this. They're like raindrop hearts, right? I mean, that they're falling loose and then more. Oh, what? See, I have a thing for plaid. Plaids, polka dots, stripes. This is sharp. Did not notice that. And more gold foil. Cool background. And some hearts, because, you know, the name of it was, what was it? Most Adored? Yeah, Most Adored. So it makes sense we'd see all these hearts. So there we go. All right, so let me show you a couple more things I had made up to show you. I was talking about, I have used this winter owls before. I'm a little cattywampus. And this is the card I just made for a friend. Did several of those. That turned out nice. Now, so that's still the winter owls. And that designer paper, well, that's the, oh, the one horse open sleigh, that paper that goes with that. Makes great backgrounds. And then this one, this is a pattern from that same paper. And my friend, Miss Patricia, she says, what would you do with that over, you know? And I thought, well, we've got an owl flying overhead. And so that's what you can do with that. And so another thing to tell you about, just today started, these are 3 sneak peeks. That's not what I wanted to show you. That's not the one. Hold on while I go get that. I made something else up. Here we go. There we go. Much better picture, huh? And so this is a sneak peek of the 3 paper pumpkin kits coming up. We've got January going from the top left across to the top right. Then that little sneak peek, you're seeing the box for February. And then March, we get a stamp set. And then starting today, do you see in the bottom right corner? That is, and I know the name of it. It's the Love of Spring, I think. Yeah, the Love of Spring dies. That's a paper pumpkin add-on. And those dies are going to coordinate with all 3 months, January, February, and March. And those are available to order now if you're a paper pumpkin subscriber. If not, well, you can always subscribe with me. And so I've got my link underneath there, and I can have that for you because these paper pumpkin kits just keep getting better and better and better. Whoops. All right, let's come back. All right. And so I sure am glad you joined me this evening as I demonstrated my handmade winter birthdays card with the Winter Owl bundle. That's available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, but only while supplies last. It's retiring, so wow. This is one you don't want to miss out. So I would get on over to my online store and order that now. And so I'm looking, I'm not seeing any other questions or comments. And I will, okay, let's see. Okay, I don't think I missed that. And afterwards, what I will do for the drawing for 2 of these square pillow boxes, cute, cute, cute. Look at that. And there's a little opening. Very, very nice. You know what? I can switch and come back. Look at that. These are just so nice. And they are good and sturdy. This is not flimsy. It just goes together. And that'll be adorable. So while it's flat, you could stamp. You'll be able to see where. It's very clearly all the score lines. So you could even stamp on there first if you liked and tie some ribbon around there and just have a really cute project. So after I will go through and, okay, so I know my Facebook user is Miss Lynn and I have everyone else's name. And I don't know how I'd get a hold of some of you. like Miss Bonnie B. A lot of you I know, because I'll have your email address. So you know what I'll do? Okay, I forgot. What I'll do is I'll go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/Stamping Smiles, and I'll put the winner there. And so if I don't know you yet, or don't have your email address, you'll be able to email it to me. So I'll be able to mail out those 2 square pillow boxes to a U.S. address. Sorry I can't mail anything Stampin' Up out of the country, but there we go. So, all right, so I will do that as soon as we're done. Well, thank you for joining me. And next week, I'm going to have another sneak peek giveaway for our drawing from the January through April mini catalog. So I hope you'll join me again. I know it's getting closer to Christmas, but just a little bit of time together. That'll be a lot of fun. So no more questions? Okay, so Miss Bonnie, thank you for sharing the new goodies. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, so excited to get them. Like, oh, my order's here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you next week. And I've said it before. Oh, free shipping Thursday, December 14th. In my online store, and the Winter Owls bundle is available now, as well as all the other retiring products in clearance rack. There's a lot going on. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up to my video. I would sure appreciate that. Thanks for watching.